Hey guys, welcome to the Turnbuckle Tavern's YouTube page. I am one half of your news tenders for today. I am Snead.
And I am the OG Fig Kid, Tom.
And we thought we'd come in with a little bit of news this Saturday, kind of the day after we had a little bit of a surprise on SmackDown last night. Now, admittedly, I'm not someone who normally watches SmackDown or WWE product. That's just, I don't normally do it. But last night, it was funny. I had it on, and right before she came back, I turned the channel.
Are you serious? I didn't
Right
even know you
before.
had watched it.
Yep, I had it on. I was flipping back and forth between a couple of different things, and right before, and then I saw online Zelina Vega's back, and I was like, wait a second, hold up. Yep, and there she is from last night, and so last night we got, Thea Trinidad, Zelina Vega comes back after being let go. What was it, Tom?
God, it was probably February.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was beginning of the year when they started all the hey, if you have your own social media accounts that you're making money on, you got to stop, or it counts as a downside of your contract.
Yeah.
And at that point, she decided to open up an OnlyFans account, went against everything they were saying, and she paid the consequences.
So
So
she was gone, and the one surprising thing to me is after she was gone, she had a tweet that said she supports unionization.
yeah, that wasn't if she was looking to return, you wouldn't think she had done something like that.
And that's,
then
I think maybe at the time she didn't think she was going to return. So, with not being able to have your own Twitch, social media, OnlyFans, whatever you're going to do with it, to support unionization for independent contractors within WWE, because we all know like Vince likes to treat them as independent contractors with no health insurance and pay their own way. For her to make a tweet like that and then to bring her back, it was surprising to me.
Yeah, I mean, the rumors had broken a couple of months ago that she had signed and she was seen at the Performance Center, and then she never appeared on TV. And then, Aleister Black was supposed to return, and all of a sudden he was released. And he did his live stream, the day he was released, and people said, hey, what about the rumors that she's back? And his comment was, don't believe everything you read. And then we get the big surprise last night on SmackDown. There she is.
Yeah. And I guess she had taken her Twitch down, and she's not been doing that lately. So that was kind of where a lot of the rumors from what I had read started swirling.
Yes. Yeah, like right after the rumors of that she was at Performance Center, her Twitch disappeared. So, and now she's back, and her husband is gone. There's rumors they were trying to get him to stay, but it's kind of funny. They have her make a grand entrance last night, and then she loses the match. Like, is that a way to build up somebody that's returning, or is that typical Vince? Like, hey, you did this, you were gone, we'll bring you back, but now I'm going to punish you.
I feel like that's what it is. I feel like I'm going to bring you back. I'm going to punish you. Now you're still going to be in the women's Money in the Bank match, but you're going to lose when you come back. So you're not going to get this full push coming back, but we're going to make you. We are going to bring you back.
I mean, I feel like it's never really been documented by anyone, I don't think, but I feel like we've seen many people come back and get buried when they first come back, and it's kind of like their punishment. So it's a shame if that's what they're doing, because she's excellent in the ring, and she's going to add to that division on SmackDown, considering I think there's only about 3 female wrestlers on SmackDown right now.
Yeah.
Besides her. So, but what do you now? We got to talk about Aleister Black. It's awesome that she's back, because she is a talent. The first half of the pandemic, she was the star of Raw. They were using her as a manager, as a wrestler, on commentary, and then they kind of just stopped using her in all the roles. She continued managing, and so it's just an interesting situation.
Yeah, it's I'm interested to see how they're going to use her, and I'd love to have been a fly on the wall in the discussions when they talk about the unionization, because we all know Vince is not for that at all. And for her to make she deleted the tweet also. So I did read.
Did she delete it right away or only recently? Do you know?
When she came back, from what I understand, after she made her return, she went back and deleted that tweet.
So she probably sat down with Vince and a couple of people, and
it was probably a condition. I would say it was a condition of her return.
Listen, I don't blame her at all. If you're going back and you're going to make the money and that's what they want, then you just do it. I guess she's a little more willing to accept what they want this time around. So.
Yeah. Now let's talk about her husband, Aleister Black, Tommy End. Like, he's gone, and from what I understand, they have had release remorse from letting him go, and they spent a lot of money on packages for him and then just let him go, which was very surprising to me. So he's gone. He's in his 90-day no compete.
Yeah, it's interesting. He said he is gone. He talked about, if you listen to Renee Paquette's podcast, about his feelings of being on a main roster for 2 years, and he always got built up again, but always was let down in the end. And he was really happy with what they had for him to come back, and then they just scrapped it. He was disappointed we didn't get to see the entrance and everything. So you kind of wonder,
does he come back now though?
Yeah, I mean, could they be negotiating with him? There have been talks that like you said, a lot of people were in the company is saying there was a lot of regrets and a lot of people trying to tell them, you got to get this guy back. And at this point, is he just so happy to be gone that he won't come back? Would he come back with some type of offer? You just don't know, because you haven't heard much. But it also makes sense when he was saying on Renee's podcast how he knows the reason why he was let go and he wasn't going to say it now. I guess he's just trying to make it more comfortable for his wife working there. So
probably so. Now, I do not think that he's going to be coming back after hearing all of the people that he wanted to work with since the podcast that he's done since he's been gone. I really don't. I mean, he's made statements. I believe he even made a statement last night that he's very excited for people to, he's not done with wrestling, and he's very excited for people to see what he's got going on. And the fact that he still has his social medias up.
Yeah. I mean, listen, the fact is it's the wrestling world and you never can predict what's going to happen. Do you think he's going to be back? No. Like, I think he wants to spread his wings. I think he figured he gave the WWE machine a try and it didn't work out for him after NXT.
Well, so why would you want to go back though?
I wouldn't think, after like them dropping a ball on him so many times, I think you'd be crazy to want to go back.
I wouldn't want to go back. And to see how much creative freedom is out there within the wrestling world, not only with AEW. I mean, you have NWA, MLW, Impact. There's so many different companies where you can have a lot of creative control. And for Tommy End, I mean, I feel like, and all the people that he stated he wants to work with, I mean, of course he stated there's the bigger guys he wants to work with, but he's also mentioned people like Jungle Boy and stuff like that too. So
yeah,
listen, that makes me think, yeah.
At the end of the day, money talks. So if they came back to him and they offered him something, and I mean, listen, the guy is going to be a bona fide star. When he first came up on the main roster, he was over. The fans loved him. You couldn't find any of his merch. All his figures were probably one of the hardest finding figures at the time that it was out, the first one. And I bet the second figure that's out now, I haven't seen it in the stores yet. So the guy's over. Like, I don't understand. They dropped the ball with a guy who was way over, and there was no reason for it. Like him and Ricochet both were on fire when they came up as that team. People loved them.
Yeah.
And I never really saw a reason, hey, let's stop using these guys. It wasn't like the fans weren't responding. That's when there were still fans there and the fans were responding. So I don't get it. If I was him, I'm leaving. I'm going somewhere else. I want to go try something new. And you know what? He's going to be such a star. If he ever did want to come back to WWE, the doors would be open down the road. But from the sounds of it, when you talk to other people in AEW and you hear what they say about how happy they are there and what the locker room is like there, that's got to be a strong selling point for people.
Also, you got to think now too, they have Mark Henry, who's so good at recruiting.
I mean, look what he recruited to WWE over the years.
Right.
So, I mean, some of their top stars, Braun Strowman was a top star, and he had brought him in. He brought Bianca Belair in, and so, I mean, the guy's got an eye for talent.
Well, let's also not forget that Tony Khan's pockets are even deeper than what McMahon's pockets are.
Yeah, I mean,
so if he's not potential in Tommy End and how over he was before he left, and for him to show up on there, it would be an instant huge impact.
Oh, it would be huge. People would pop. It would be, I would love to see. I think out of all the people WWE released, he was the one that shocked me the most.
Oh, for sure.
I thought the guy had a world of potential and thought he would be there for years, but, I guess we'll see.
Where do you want to see him end up?
I mean, right now, being an AEW fan, I want to see people end up there. The guys who I really like,
especially who are over like Rover before they even left WWE.
Yeah, I mean, but you look at the roster and some of the guys he can match up with there. He just have some phenomenal matches. The guy can work in the ring. There's no doubt about it. I mean,
oh yeah, I'd love to see him in some matches with Adam Page, and I mean,
him versus Omega, him versus, even Lance Archer, him versus Miro right now.
Yeah.
You know,
Man, that would be what a matchup that would be.
that would be a friggin' awesome matchup right now because
Well,
they,
and to be honest with you, man, I don't know anybody right now that could challenge Miro for that TNT title. That is a legitimate threat.
yeah, I mean, they fed him Lance Archer right away. I think they should have waited because I think that, he was somebody that possibly could have done it.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad to me. Lance Archer was on such a roll in the beginning and it's kind of like fizzled out a little bit now. So
yeah, that is a little that's a conversation for another day, I think.
Yeah.
But but we do have Zelina Vega back in WWE. We are going to see her in the women's Money in the Bank match. So how far do you think, do you think that she goes over for that? Do you think she's going to be someone who's a legit contender?
I wouldn't mind seeing her because she could work too, man. She's great in the ring. I don't think she's going to win that match. I'd love to see her win that match. I have a feeling it's going to be Alexa Bliss, but I just think that's the way they're building.
I think you also think for Alexa Bliss too, huh?
Well, I'm not denying that, but just the way they're pushing her right now. But I'd love to see Zelina. I'd love to see Liv Morgan get the shot. But it just made no sense. The booking of, like I said, it had to be punishing her last night. But I hope she gets a title run because she could work and she's really good. So
yeah. So I want to hear in the comments too. You guys sound off in the comments and let us know what you think about her coming back and if you think Aleister Black will also follow suit. I would love to see. Yeah, and I agree with that. Tommy,
that's a great comment by John. Yeah.
Yeah, Tommy does want to be fulfilled creatively somewhere else, and I don't think that WWE is going to be that option for him. So
yeah. No, I don't think so. I think, you hear about the creativity people have in AEW, you go to NWA, there are just so many options out there right now. It's like there's more options than ever and they're all succeeding, and no matter where he goes, he's going to be a star. He's on the right path,
Yeah. So. And I think when WWE let him go, I think that's when they realized, hey, these other options are popping up. The pandemic's coming to an end and we're going to get live crowds back. And these people they're going to want to flourish wherever they go.
And if they do bring him back, I hope it's a total surprise and he just appears one day. We don't need any more vignettes. Just let him show up. Like I told you, I think I texted this to you guys yesterday. If WWE was smart, they should go hire 3 of the guys they fired back and start a whole invasion angle of them coming back and getting revenge. And
see, that goes back to the whole thing about, companies mentioning the other companies, how, everybody gets on Tony Khan for mentioning WWE. But man, how much I would love it if WWE would do an angle against AEW.
That'd be awesome. They got to do something.
Invasion. Oh man, it'd be yeah, I think it would be. But I think that's probably going to wrap us up for this video. Tom, you have anything else you want to say before we go?
I think we covered it all. Zelina's back. We still don't know where Aleister's going. It's going to be an interesting time to see how she's booked and what's going to happen in the future.
Yeah. So make sure you guys are subscribing to our YouTube page. If you like this video, leave us a comment. Let us know. Click the subscribe button. Click the bell up in the corner to know when we go live with videos like this so you can comment.
Also check out our contest on Instagram. We have a couple of big giveaways going on.
Yeah, check out that contest, man. That's there's a lot of cool stuff being given away for free.
All you got to do is hit the like button here. Follow us on Instagram if you're not doing it already.
Yeah, doing nothing more than clicking a few buttons. You can get some really cool stuff. All right, guys, that's going to wrap us up. My name's Snead. Tom, let them know who you are.
The OGFigKid on Twitter and Instagram. Give me a follow.
All right, guys, we'll see you later.
Take care.